Funding is negative, and this is good. As we're seeing a small pullback on Bitcoin, it did reach up into close to the 31,000 area before pulling back today, kind of dimming expectations for traders, and this is baited in more short positions. If we zoom out, we can see this bullish megaphone pattern we've been following is still pretty much on point. We've moved above the first target. We have pulled back. We don't see a lower low. Nothing has really changed. So if trading does move below 29.6, we may not be seeing this play out as expected. I would say invalidation down at 27.3. But so far, it does seem, even with this red candle, that we're on track for $32,000 Bitcoin. I apologize, man. Luckily the audio's fixed, but nothing freaking else is fixed, man. This is just error. Error, suggestion, error. Not getting enough video. Hopefully it's watchable. Hopefully. I should have done a hard restart, but I didn't want to drag it out. I didn't want to keep you guys waiting. We'll get through it together, fam. The more likes we get, the better the connection will be, and the more people that subscribe. NMCT donated $5 to sound like Megatron. I appreciate you. The spiciness, though. The spiciness comes to Ethereum. Ethereum has broken to a new high, not just in 23, but this is going to be about a year-long high. Price hasn't been this long since summer last year. We do see that it has pushed through. We have 2 days for the weekly close. I'd like to see a close above 2,031. That would cement a higher weekly close. And as I said yesterday on the BitBoy AM channel, there's not a lot of resistance above us. This is pretty much a void above, I'll call it 2,100. Now that is unfortunately almost exactly where price tapped before this retrace. My expectations are likely probably a more crabbish weekend, and potentially then seeing a follow through into the new week ahead. Hopefully that means Ethereum is looking to fill in this market inefficiency and move into the 3,000 zone. I know that would make a lot of you happy. Money flow is looking awesome on the week. Things are actually looking very good for Ethereum. I will admit, I was skeptical. I was skeptical on the ETH merge. I was skeptical on the unlock. That's the safe place to be in crypto. Be skeptical. Doesn't mean you have to make moves based on it, but be skeptical, especially when everyone's looking in the same direction. I said something, and I do want to rehash it. I said the unlock is not bullish. I said it doesn't have to be by definition bearish, but it is not bullish. Price went up anyway, right? Isn't that the way it goes? The reason being is the ability to unlock what was non-circulating coins is not a bullish thing in itself. That doesn't mean the chart has to go down. It doesn't necessarily mean that things are bearish. We do, I guess, so far see that there's been more Ethereum locked up than has been unlocked. We'll see how long that stays true. And for the people trading Ethereum out there, I think some really sharp alpha for you is going to be watch that. Watch the inflows and outflows of Ethereum being locked up and unlocked. I think it is by definition bullish if we continue to see more being locked up than unlocked. And so that could be a good signal. If we see that reverse, that might be time to consider changing our trading strategy or trading direction. Man, how bad is it? How bad are we skipping? Video looks good. All right, well, I'm just going to pray it continues. Very soon, shout out to our sponsors, Market Cypher and Fair Desk, top tier exchanges and tools. You'll see me using Market Cypher on almost all my analysis. Fair Desk, amazing exchange. They're our partner. Sign up using my link. We are going to be doing a little giveaway today. Not a huge one, but it's Friday. Let's give away a little money. All you have to have done is commented on the last live stream, your user ID, signed up using my link. All of these links for NFT Talent, also Bitcoin Miami 23, Market Cypher, Fair Desk, all in the video description below. Check them out. So Ethereum looking pretty darn solid. I'm happy to be wrong here. But why is this happening? Now that we've gotten through the hard parts of the stream, I guess. Why is this happening? Well, I think I know why. We looked at the dollar on our last stream and we said, man, it does kind of look like it's right at our descending high trend resistance. It could reject here and look to seek a new yearly low. That is what happened. We also had a prediction of maybe it could retrace a little more before heading to the downside. Looks like the dollar took the fast route. This is directly, if we look at probably Ethereum too. Let me see. Oh, that's for later. Can't see those. Can't see those yet. If we look directly at the Bitcoin daily chart, which is looking pretty good, money flow is up on the day. Momentum is waning a little bit, but if we look at, I assume Bitcoin and Ethereum, we're going to be seeing some pretty inverse trading. Bitcoin, Ethereum having some solid green days. Let's say this week even, that's probably a better view. Very solid week, up 7%. The dollar was falling the last 3 days and into Friday. Last night, it did hit a lower low. This is weakness, man. This is not a strong bounce. I was honestly expecting to see it a little higher. We've been waiting for this retracement on the dollar, maybe back to the 109 zone for a while. It doesn't, it's looking less likely as time goes on. I do believe we will see in this year 106 broken as a high, but I don't have bullish thoughts on the dollar. It seems like every day there is more negative, let's call it news, FUD, whatever, but there seems to be more reason that the dollar will be losing value as it has done since its creation. But specifically with the world looking to settle trades, bypassing the petrodollar as China continues to settle deals in yuan with other countries by making agreements. There is something I should note. The yuan, to my knowledge, is pegged to the dollar. So it's not as catastrophic in that sense as you may imagine, but it is the thought, it is the premise that the world might not be using the dollar as the currency reserve forever. And that's scary to markets. That's uncertainty. That is not really a good thing. While it may continue to be the reserve and this whole thing may be blown over, it is so very important and so attention grabbing that the world is looking to bypass the dollar. This has not ever happened in my lifetime. I can't tell you what would happen if the dollar loses reserve status. We've gone over the theoreticals, U.S. stocks and equities likely to lose value, Dixie likely to lose value against its basket of currencies, etc. But wow, is it some wild stuff. So we're seeing this pullback on crypto, and why? Why? Because it looks like the dollar, following some smart money concepts here, ran some stops, hitting slightly lower than February's low before putting in this solid green candle. Now, this in itself looks pretty good. You hit a low, you hit a support, you bounce, you have a bullish engulf. We will have to see how this settles up. If we see intraday or into the end of today selling on the dollar and it settles under 101.46, likely we're going lower into the next week. Likely. I think the dollar is really my focus today. If we look at a longer time frame, so like the weekly, doesn't look quite as good. We're still on a red weekly candle. If we do see more buying above 102, maybe we're starting to see a reversal and that retracement. We could say this looks like a double bottom. I wouldn't argue against that. It is slightly lower, but it's well within the realm of a margin of error. If we do see that double bottom, likely 109 playing out in the dead cat bounce or the, we'll call it dollar bear market rally. I did read something that shorts, ratio shorts in this, I think against tech or against the overall stock market, hit an all-time high this year. And so within the last few months, that means that there are people betting short stronger and with more quantity than in March of 2020, which is pretty wild to think. We were talking about funding at the beginning of this episode when it sounded like Megatron. I'll just cut that whole thing out, I think, at the end. The market likes to move against traders when they're too one-sided. On the week, this doesn't look so great. Let me see. What's market say for pinging in at? Lower high here on money flow, looking to break a lower low if we see continued selling into next week. I want to glance at this month. Last month didn't settle up the worst. We looked at this before. We did see a bounce, a rejection of our bearish engulf candle, but we did continue to see lows here. Weirdly looks stronger on the monthly time frame. My thoughts, basically, I do still think we're going to see a dead cat bounce of some kind that could spell red for equities, for assets. Likely, though, with the way that not just Bitcoin and Ethereum are moving, but the whole space, whenever that happens, will likely be kind of the interim top or maybe the dead cat bounce top, whatever, for the crypto market. I do think we probably will see that this year, but I'm keeping an eye on the dollar. I really suggest you guys have alerts set. If the dollar, especially next week, trades below 100, I think we have a lot of inefficiency to make up for. This is looking more and more like a blow off top, as we've been saying here for months. What's catching my eye on this very charty chart? Gold. Gold moving very similarly to crypto, or crypto moving very similarly to gold. We did see it move just below its all-time high. I did speculate that we would see a new all-time high this year on gold. And it's coming very slowly, as gold does seem to do. In front of you is about 3 years of data. It has been flirting with this level. What's kind of interesting to me is this also could be a bullish megaphone pattern, which is what we're looking for on crypto. Is our crypto and gold going to be correlated or trade together for a while? I don't think that would be surprising if the dollar continues to lose strength. I think that would be very likely even. But it did inch up just below previous all-time highs, which is about 2,073 this week, hitting 2,050. We are seeing a red candle on this close if gold can't get back above 2,007 in the next 4 hours. Doesn't look too great on the week, actually, by Market Cypher B. Let's look at the month. Beautiful monthly close. Last month, candle's still green. We have to always remember to get perspective, zoom out. You know, the dollar on the day, we had this nice daily candle. You zoom out to the week, doesn't look so hot. You zoom out to the month, doesn't look so hot. But we do tend to get wrapped up in the day to day when we should be looking at the bigger picture, in my opinion. A great time to remind you guys, none of this is financial advice. I lose trades all the time. Follow me on Twitter. I tweeted today that bottom for the day might be in on Bitcoin, mostly because my longs got wrecked. I had a FOMO feeling to open them back up at the low, but I didn't. And typically that's like when the bottom is in for the day, I feel, in my experience. We did trade down to 30,000 on the dot. Not bad. A little bit of a bounce, but nothing to get excited about yet. Kind of just retesting those previous highs. What are these trend lines from? This is from the FOMC meeting, I believe. The highs here, that's where the minute updates. So looks like actually this low came back to test exactly the price we were at during those minutes after setting a new yearly high. This is looking pretty good. I don't know how this is going to resolve, but this does look like a shakeout to me. I still have a target of 32,000. This pullback, not convincing me yet. Not convincing me yet at all. Here we go. Dominance. So here's what's going on. We've been talking about dominance a ton. We're putting these all together piece by piece. We've been stuck in this 49-ish to 39-ish % Bitcoin dominance range. In 2019, which is what a lot of people are looking for a repeat price action-wise, we saw dominance rally. So we can say, yeah, it rallied from its low here. You know, that's a fine argument. However, I'm looking for it to break this range and move higher if we're seeing a repeat of 2019. Ethereum moved higher. Why? So we have the, let's see, I guess the Shanghai upgrade, but we have dominance falling. So basically, because Ethereum is number 2 and has such a large market cap, Bitcoin dominance is heavily dependent on what Ethereum's doing. If Ethereum rallies or outpaces Bitcoin in a rally, we see dominance drop. That's basically what happened, and the timing couldn't have been any spicier. We literally came within 0.01% of our previous high in our range from July of 21. Now, if dominance rejects and moves back down towards 39, I think we may see a real bull run. I think that we actually might not have ever been in a bear market, even though price went down, and we clearly were. But if we see dominance reject here, I think we see something new. This sideways range didn't really mirror at all the previous bull run, where we saw the bull run end with a peak of low Bitcoin dominance. Didn't really happen. We can identify this here in September of 22 and say that was it, but you can see this is really not the same. We had lots of rebounding kind of traps here before we fell. If we do move back towards 39%, we may see like a real bull market. I would say that instead of bull market, I don't want to say this. I want to say break 4-year cycle ? That's what I would say. Break 4-year cycle. Now that's a pretty big claim. However, the 4-year cycle seems to be the only thing still intact that always happens for Bitcoin. This cycle was really unlike the previous, whether we look at it in all-time high to all-time high percentage, whether we look at it from previous bear market low to all-time high, or even from previous low to 15.5's low, nothing really adds up. This is the only thing that really seems to be remaining true, is that we have a 4-year cycle. If Bitcoin dominance continues to drop, if it rejects from this level, and that's not a crazy thing to imagine, as we've seen it happen 1, 2, 3 times. literally in this range with a pretty violent move up and then a drop down. I think this is actually the more bullish outcome. Almost seems counterintuitive. Would I like dominance to go up? I guess, because I'm a maxi. But more importantly than maxi is, I don't know, winning profits. If it continues to break up, we're likely seeing 2019 repeat, which means likely that 48,000-ish area slowly comes or quickly comes into play. I still am thinking by May 1st we'll see in the 40s, but we're running out of time. But if, the other hand, we fall down to a new Bitcoin dominance low, I think we see something we've never seen before, and I welcome it because that was the theme of 2021, 2022. None of this has ever really happened before. So I have some interesting takes for you. I was going to show these yesterday, but I didn't have time. This is completely theoretical. Completely. This is based on almost nothing at all. But it's a cool idea. So this is what we're looking at on our lower time frames, and it's been playing out really well. It was a great projection. Still has time to break, but it played out really well, even with the back test of our trend here. So could we possibly be looking at something like this? Now, this is a pattern we've seen in the stock market before on crashes where it's essentially moved to a high, hit a low, hit a higher high, broken that low, and then made a big sweep back up to a new high before clinking off that ascending trend line and moving to new all-time highs. I'm not claiming this is going to happen. If it does happen, let's edit this out and pretend like I was 100% confident about it. But this is just a theory, kind of a theoretical, something I'm looking at. This would be interesting. I don't know what would be the driver for this. I don't have high confidence. I was just looking at this the other day and I was like, man, we had a high, we had a swing low, and then we had a higher high, and we broke all that. And it clicked in my head, where have we seen this before? And where we've seen it before was the bull cycle. We had a high, a slightly higher high, and then we broke to a low. So we definitely haven't retraced or moved high enough to even really consider this. Like, unfortunately, price has to move to like 80K or something. Well, no, it could happen sooner. Yeah, 70, 80K before we would be like, hey, that was right. It's just something to keep in mind, something, I don't know, to think about. I thought it was cool, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Do I have the other stuff out here? And then, of course, the bearish. So we'll counter this hopium with, I don't want to call it reality, but looking at the past. 1:30. We've been live 30 minutes. I haven't looked at the chat once. I'll do that in just a minute. This is the last of the content I wanted to get through. So this is the realistic, as bears would say. This is looking at the past and saying, is the past going to happen again? The reason I'm kind of looking for the past not to happen again is I was doing that all during this time and it didn't play out well. And so why would we look for it to repeat now? I don't have the reasoning for. But if it were, this is what I'd be looking for. A move up, following along the 2019 path to roughly the same retracement or exactly the same retracement. If you are on a log chart, that is the 786. If you are on a regular chart, it's the beautiful 618 for that 2019 rally before it rejected. And if we simply impose the candles onto price now, it gives us something really similar. This looks painful. It does look possible. I'm torn. I really do believe it's when we get there, because whether it happens by May 1st or not, whatever. I do believe we see the 40Ks this year, and what happens then, I think, is really going to decide what plays out. Do we see a repeat of 2019, or do we see something completely new? I'm hoping completely new, although 2019 wouldn't be that bad. At least we have some pretty clear levels. We'd be looking at like 48, then a trip back down to the lows, likely some kind of black swan event, maybe at the start of 2024, if you might be what could you imagine a black swan being in the start of 2024? I can name a million things. With a nice rally, that slowly brings us back up to the all-time high. So there's the bullish hopium take. I'll show you the retracement here just so you can prove it. There it is. It's not perfect there. 786. We have the hopium take and the, I don't know, reflective of the past take, the barium take. And we have both. So we are fair and balanced. Let's just pull up the corn on a really low time frame. I'm going to read the chat, but what we're also going to do is we're going to select some winners to do our giveaway. That's right. If you've commented on the previous live stream, If you've signed up using my link on Fairdesk, we're going to use a random comment picker to pick some winners. Pick some winners. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I still haven't explored that function. There clearly you can do like crypto giveaway. I'll look into it this weekend. But let me pull this up. Put some hype in the chat. I hope you win. I think what we're going to do, you guys liked this. You liked this last time. We're giving away 100 bones on Fairdesk. Let's do, I don't know, like 5 winners of 20, something like that. How's that sound? It's too bad you don't have a choice. That's what we're doing. Whew. So let's grab some winners here. Who is going to win today? Congrats to all. Oh, by the way, congrats to everyone who won in the previous giveaway. Also to everyone who received a membership from Lord Jarky, our crypto clause. Shout out to Jarky. Let's pick a winner here. Boom. Pickle, you almost won. It's rigged. It's clearly rigged because Pickle came up first. Sorry, Pickle, but you didn't win. Dino Mike, I think you've won before, but you didn't win in the most previous. I know that's not a... I think we got the guy who was like trying to abuse it to quit because we haven't picked him. All of the winners have been valid. So we have Dino Mike. Congrats, my friend. Draco, ISO China. Well, that's a really great comment, Draco, but you don't have a user ID there. You can't win. Next one, Mr. Predictor. Well done. Lovely stream. Thank you. Thank you and cheers. You are a winner today. Udeshka. I think you might have won before. If you haven't noticed, there is a pattern. People who consistently show up and comment their user ID, maybe they win more. We still have 2 more. If you haven't won yet, don't worry. Kodan, what's up, Kodan? LFG, thank you, my friend, but you don't have a user ID. MMM Star, wow. Well, I love that people are... Whoa, I just got a firewall blocked features pop up. That's weird. No, don't allow access. I love that people are commenting on the post streams. Keep it up, but that is not eligible to win. Derek Merrill, our man Derek. There we go, baby. We got another winner, Tom Powell. And last but not least, Hodl Crypto almost won LFG. LFG, my friend, cheers. One more. Dean Putin, there you go, bro. I see you in the Discord. There's our winners. Congratulations. If you want to be eligible in the future, just sign up with Fairdesk using my link. Do not abuse it. Do not sign up multiple times and try to enter multiple times. They know you can't fool them. They won't allow you to win. But congrats to our winners. Shout out to all 700 of y'all here. We have 200 likes on this stream. We are about 30 minutes in, minus the delay. And LFG, what are you guys feeling today? I see on the poll we have almost 500 votes. 43% looking for up on the weekend. 30% down, 27% sideways. I'm of the opinion probably sideways. Love to be wrong. These moves have been very spicy. I love seeing Ethereum above 2,000. I love seeing Bitcoin reaching up to that 31. But it does seem kind of characteristic of it so far. We get these moves up, it gets exciting, and then we kind of get chilled out by price action sideways. What's the ID? So all you have to sign up, click your little profile icon in the top right. It'll have your user ID, 6 numbers. And then all you have to do is after this live, comment a comment. Has to be after live is done, your user ID and a message, and then you can win. Check Eth, please. We have been checking Eth, but we can check Eth more. I'm always willing to check Eth out. Always willing, baby. We can do some more TA on Ethereum. How do you get the... I'm not going to... I just said it. We'll do it again another time. I'll explain it. If you're in the chat here today, let me know. Who's here? Put some emojis in the chat. What's up, Juan? How you doing, man? Can you check daily price action on 30th of July at all-time high compared to January this year right now on Bitcoin? Maybe. What's up, Rabid Wino? Kang Crown. Kang Rabid, good to see you, my friend. What's up, William Mark? Check Eth, got it up. Denim, congrats. Yes, congrats to all of our winners. I can't remember all their names. Udeshka, you won. That's right. By the way, if you guys did get a YouTube membership gifted to you by Bajarki, I did set up the Discord so that when you join, you will get your role assigned to you. So you'll get your little icon, your little membership perk. Yes, I have that set up. Check it out. Join the Discord. Links in the video description below. Discord.gg/TomCrown. What's the ID? Let me see who else is here. Pickle, of course. Donato, what's up, man? Congrats to the winners. I love the good vibes here. James Boyce, how you doing, man? Chinggis, you won last time. Next time, baby. What's up, Jay? Snacks, Pepe, Recha, Orodins of Caddy, Jeff Seymour. What's up, Seymour? Everything is energy. Shalom. Where's Shalom? Or are you just saying Shalom like hello? Or is Shalom here? You guys might not remember Shalom. It's been a while. I see Bruce W. How you doing, bro? Psychedelic Astronaut. Sean B. You know what? Everything is energy, though. That's true. Literally all of the universe is energy. It's an accurate username. What's up, Ivan, Garav, Moore, Marcelo, Jesse, Queen. Queen's back again. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Joseph, Novak, Chris Holland, Urban KO, Rico S. Our man's here. Link you posted is the Shanghai withdrawal dashboard. Ooh. Interesting Twitter boys. Let me pull that up. Where did you post it? Where did you post it? Post it in the Discord. Where did you post it? This one? Third-party service provider provides customers. Nah, that's not it. Rico, DM it to me. DM it to me and I'll pull it up. We're going to look at Ethereum a little bit here. I don't know where he posted me. Hey, Lev Joe. What's up, Tonzi? Patrick Leishman, my man. How you doing? Link in chat. Oh, you linked it in chat. I forgot mods can do that. Here we go. The Shanghai Ethereum upgrade dashboard. Rico, great example of this community, man. I guess I'm the face of it, but this community, we've been doing this for 4 years streaming. I like to think I know some stuff, but our community is full of people way more OG than myself who are always looking at different angles, and that's why I love this community. That's why the Discord is such a good place to be. I love people like Rico showing up, dropping some alpha. This is a great site. So I put the link in it. I put the link again in the chat. It tells you what the Chapella upgrade is, what to expect, defining deposits and withdrawals. So let's take a peek here. This is pretty sweet. It's not a chart, but we are looking at Ethereum. It appears that the orange down here are the net withdrawals and the green are the deposits. Cumulative sum. So have I been pranked? I was hearing that net there was more staking going on than unstaking. If we look at this, that does not appear to be true. However, I will say it's not really significant either. Like 18.159 million is the cumulative sum, and then now we're at 18.02. Like, that is not a lot. That is a very small amount, actually. Is that 1%? 1%? That seems very low. Kind of just looking at the withdrawals. The withdrawals do seem to be cooling down. That's logical, I would say. Though I do believe that it's being kind of spaced out, maybe by Coinbase and other parties. It's like not being allowed all at once. It's being spaced out. But that would make sense. I would have expected peak withdrawals right out the bat, people who wanted to get out. What's interesting to me is the deposits. That's interesting to me. I wonder what the reasoning is. What do you guys think? This is a great site. I'm gonna bookmark that for sure, my boy. I'm gonna be bookmarking. You throw that right on there. Bookmarked. Total effective voting balance 17.4 million Ethereum. 24-hour gross deposits. Gross deposits versus net deposits. What? This site's going to take some time for me to break down. This is awesome, though. Look at all these charts and graphs. This is doing my job for me. It's showing you who the depositors are or where they are in this little pie chart. 24-hour change in stake death. I guess maybe I was off. Negative 0.1%. 14.5% of all ETH is staked. That doesn't sound right. Gross deposits, almost 100,000. ETH circulating supply, 120 million. Average stake price 20. That's weird. 2,100. Was Ethereum at 2,100 when staking? Like, it's been so long, I can't remember. Some of these things in crypto, they just take so long. Like XRP's Flare airdrop, Hex and PulseX. Like, it's just been years, and it's really hard to remember where price was at or even what the market was doing. This is a great site. I highly recommend you check it out. They have not paid me. They're welcome to pay me, but they have not paid me to do any of this. I just literally think this is a really good data-driven site, and that's what we love here. It looks like Eth staked on LSDs over time. I mean, I won't judge you. Looks like Lido Finance taking the lead there with almost 6 million. LSD, what a terrible acronym. All I can think of is music festivals. That's an awesome site. Thank you, Rico. We'll definitely keep an eye on that. We'll definitely keep our ears to the ground. Ferda Coin says forced distribution from Kraken. Yeah, that's kind of like what I was getting at. Have I used CVD charts? What is it? Coin Analyze? Is that what you, Rico, what do you use that shows that all the time? Coinalyze? Nah, that's not it. I wouldn't mind pulling them up. It's something I want to incorporate more, but no, I have not been. Maybe another tool I need to add to my tool belt. Link, please. The link, you know what? Let's just pin it. I'm just going to pin it so that people have it. Stake Death site. There you go. It's more important than the fair desk link. That is in the video description below anyway. B4 Crypto. Shill your 1.3 thousand crypto channel. Bless my man. Not much of a shill. Let me see. You're making content though. Making content. All right. I mean, I'd have to go more in depth for a shill. But I'll give you this. There he is. He has a crypto channel. He did not lie. I like that I didn't LARP about the amount of subscribers, 1.3. Let's see, you're making videos. Looks like every other day. That's not bad. Maybe a little bit less. I feel ya. How long have you been making videos for, though? 9 months? All right, not bad. I was going to say we're all a little burnt out. But you shouldn't be. You're only going 9 months, man. Good to see it, though. Good to see people make Coinalyze used by Jason Casper. That's what I thought. It was. Coinalyze. How do I... Ethical analysis. Go to Bitcoin. I don't think I'm going to be able to, like, really get into this site while live. It looks like a 1990s, like, hacker site. It's like just texting colors. How do I get to the chart? Buy, sell volume. Nice. CVD, cumulative volume delta. What would we use? We would use perps or spot. Let's go to perps. Hold on here. Go to Binance. Get the most volume. Just add all these. What's going on? Like CVD fell with this fall here, but we're on a 5-minute time frame. Let's go a little bit bigger. Shot up with the rally. Leveled off, fell off. I'll have to look at this more. It's something that I have had on my mind, something I've been like thinking about incorporating more. I just never pulled the trigger, but there we go. Now I will. I'll do a little homework this weekend. Buy subscribers and like all day on DN. I don't know what that means. I will tell you, anybody out there is thinking about making a YouTube or something, don't buy subscribers, don't buy views. It doesn't do anything. I don't want you to ever trust me when it comes to charts and trading because I get it wrong. But there is one thing I know, and the one thing I know is YouTube. Fake traffic, buying subscribers and things, everything is algorithm based. 10 years ago, it used to be subscriber based. Now it's algorithm based. Buying subscribers, what it does is it adds fake accounts to your following who then never watch your videos, which then the algo says your subscribers don't like these videos. Why would anyone else? Doesn't do anything. I don't think that he was. I mean, who knows though? Just for anybody out there, a little pro tip. If you need a little YouTube consulting advice, I'm here, baby. Perps is the most accurate. Thank you, cryptogenic dude. Beardy Day. Beardy, how hard are you into EOS? I know, I hear you talk about it all the time. I will give you this, my friend. Almost like Litecoin for me. It's like, We're the only people talking about it. I haven't heard anybody else talk about EOS for 4 years, 5 years. 5 minute on Ethereum. Seeing a little rollover sign for the 5. Let's go to a little deeper time frame. Little rollover on the 10. Let's take it. Let's take it. 15. Got the gumdrop. All right. All right. When we get out to like the 90, maybe the hour as well. Okay, hour looks a little bit better. Low time frames look good. I think Ethereum's looking for a retracement here, but it's anyone's guess. Anyone's guess if it's going to continue to rip this weekend. I would like that. I would like that. Low time frames are looking for just under 2100. That's what I'm thinking on Ethereum. We always do Bitcoin. We always like do a bunch on Bitcoin. Maybe we should just do a bunch on Ethereum today. 2 hours still a little bit heavier. Momentum is coming down. RSI is back under overbought. That's not the worst thing though. It's cooling off a little bit. Our highs have come up. Like the 6 hour. What's this got for us? 6 hour looks gorgeous, man. Whew. 6 hour. So we do have momentum pinching and VWAP moving to 0. So the 6 hour, I think that's what we've seen here is this retracement. I think that's what's being reflected. Remember, all indicators are lagging. There's no such thing as a non-lagging indicator. That might have been. I think today's lows are in. It doesn't really bode much for tomorrow. It doesn't really give us much for the weekend. But I think the low for Bitcoin, geez, that daily is great for Ethereum. I think the lows are in for today. Today's low. I'm wrong all the time, guys. My only hope is that my insight, my knowledge, my experience can benefit you making your own decisions. The last thing I want anyone to do is to just, I don't know, listen to me blindly and not think. The whole point is to think. The whole point is to inspire thought. I see this coming back up. Something like that. Could come lower. Little fair value gap there. Is that visible on the 15? Ooh, 15 says it's a little higher. Let's use our retracement really quick, just mocking this up. Yep, right there, little 618 ski. Yeah, this doesn't really get us anywhere, but that's what I'm expecting short term. We had a pretty inefficient move up on a low time frame. We're seeing a little consolidation, accumulation, distribution, whatever you want to call it. I could see price coming back down, making this a little bit more efficient, moving back up to the inefficiency here on the drop. That'd place it just about 2,100. That's not super exciting. It's not really super exciting, but that's probably what we're looking for. Something I like about this is it does describe that if I'm wrong and the low is not in today, and we break the low, it does give us a pretty interesting target of just about 2,000. Now, 2,000, I think that's too clean of an entry. I think it's too pretty and neat. But if it comes, it actually might be not a bad place for the right trade to be made. I might look to take a little position ski there. If it happens. If it happens, right? We don't know. We never know. If only trading was ever about knowing. It's never about knowing. I wonder if even that's a good play. Ooh, that's not even too shabby. Something like that, just playing it right back to this swing. I could see that. I could see that. I think this could be played this way. I like the risk to reward there. I like that. I can see a short from 2,100. I can see a long from 2,000. Don't see much of a trade here at 2,075 though for Ethereum. I don't really see much here. You could try to scalp this. I think it'd be dangerous. I think it'd be dangerous. Man, these old trend lines are really still in play. It's kind of cool. You gotta keep track of the time today. Oh, we still have a good amount of viewers. Right on, right on. Not a great amount of likes. That's okay. It's Friday. Fridays are, honestly, unless something crazy happens, they're just never big viewership days. I'm okay with that. What I would like, though, is if you haven't liked, please like. If you haven't subscribed, we've only had one subscriber according to my OBS, and that's Millennium Ecosystem. And Millennium Ecosystem, you are the man. Or woman. I don't know. I assume man, but you are the man. MVP. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed, we are racing Bitcoin to 100K, and we are winning as of this year. We are blasting through the 70s. We're going to be hitting 80,000 subscribers, I would say, in the next, using my TA on my own channel. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, we'll be at 80K. 100K at this pace. We're still, man, like a year away. But if we get some spice in the market, if Ethereum breaks above 2100s, moves towards 3,500, Bitcoin maybe moving to 48-ish range, if we see that happen this year, which I'm thinking we do, I think we'll get to 100,000 a lot faster. The year out rate is based on the very slow growth we've seen over the last 6 months. But I say slow growth, but it isn't. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Almost every other channel isn't growing at all right now in crypto, and we are, and that's because we have the best community on the goddamn planet. That's you guys. All of you. I appreciate every single one of you. You are the best. Best. Is this my full-time job? The NL Koala Gamer. This has been my full-time job for 4 years. Well, coming up on 4. I think it'll be in June. I think June 1st is 4 years. Everyone like this vid. Thank you, Lolek. The spice will flow, says Ravi. It will. You're a subscriber. You want winners. What's up, Chris Holland? Yeah, keep commenting after the live streams, man. It's the best way to do it. What's up, Tiago? 32 or 28? Which comes first? Of course, I don't want to keep saying it, but no one knows the future. My best guess, and my opinion, 32 comes before 28. That's my best guess. That is my honest opinion. That's what I think. And honestly, it comes down to it being this easy. 28. I mean, it is 28 can still happen. Let me see where that's at. 28 can still happen and this still be in play. It's like right there flirting with it not being right there at invalidation flirting. I don't see a reason that I would personally deviate from this since this has been so on. Price is still following it. 32, like 32.5, 32.6 is like the target for the upside from this pattern. If you guys want to know the sauce behind it, it's really simple. It's just Fibonacci extensions, 618 and the 2. We use these all the time. So my best guess, 32 before 28. Now, I will say this can play out. Let's say the bottom is in today or the low is in for today, and we do move up over the weekend or even the next week and we hit that 32 range. Now the pattern has played out. Now this pattern's done. We can't use it anymore. It's done. We could see lower then afterwards. It's entirely possible. We never backtested the 200 weekly moving average. That's down at 25.8. That wouldn't be a terrible spot. Literally, we just rejected from it over and over and over again, blasted through it, and never came back to it. There is nothing that says we have to, though we certainly will eventually return to the 200 weekly, whether that's this year or 4 years from now or whatever. We will eventually. But if we do, like once, or if it does hit 32 and rejects, that's not out of the cards. This pattern is done. That's all this pattern entails, is that we see this move. Patterns are not 100%, but that's totally possible. For those of you still waiting, it's a hard position to be in. It's a hard position. I do think we see higher highs this year. I don't think that this is the highest we see in 23. I don't think it's compelling enough. I think a really good signal of when the high is in this year is going to be when you see all of the perma-bearish people say, oh, I was wrong, I got to get back in. When we see retail that's been sidelined, get back in. When we see people who tax loss harvested at the end of last year say, I can't wait anymore, I have to get back in, those will be good signals. Those will be really confident, strong signals. Let's see. Ethereum, not moving. Corn, not moving. As soon as I go live, it just does nothing, of course. I think we had another subscriber. That's right. Vida de Sonhador. What's up? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. This is got to be the worst connection we've ever had on a live stream. I hope it is bearable. I hope it's bearable. Bearable. Analyze Doge Millennial Ecosystem. All right, we'll pull up Doge. I will say we don't have a ton of time left. I'll pull up Doge. We'll take a peek. I know Doge has been moving. I know it's been a moving. Where are we at on Doge BTC? I'm going to have another call with my ISP. Don't love it. At least you have a higher low on BTC pair. Bottom, move to resistance, back to support. You know, I'd love to look at Doge. You have support. You tested it yesterday. You have resistance that you just tested very recently on a 2-cent take. Crap. On a 2-second take, here you go. I'd be looking for a 618 retracement. That's going to put you closer to that 9.6 area or 9.5 cents. I think that that's pretty logical. I just got an alert, and we haven't looked at this chart in a while. It's time to revisit it because I just got this alert now. ARB, not a coin I own, nor am really interested in, but I believe it just broke its all-time high. ARB just broke its all-time high. Interesting. We mapped this out a while ago. A while. Let me make sure this is correct. We might need to adjust. I need to adjust. It might be $2. All right, I think that's good enough of a range, actually. We'll say like 190 to $2. Really good upside target for ARB if it continues. If it closes its day just anywhere above $1.60, I'm definitely going to be looking for like $2. $1.90 to $2. We see a lot of confluence there with our extensions. Go ahead and delete that. We never came back down here. Really traded sideways. It is spicy, though. It is spicy to see an all-time high being hit. Something that we didn't see a lot of was new all-time highs on coins last year, 2020. Didn't see a lot of them. Does seem as if we're seeing maybe a potential change of winds. I'm going to tweet this. Who wants to tweet this? Let's tweet it. Let's be the first to tweet it. Woo ARB. New all-time high. Okay. I don't really care about ARB, but I do love tweeting about all-time highs. I just like being bullish, man. Just love being bullish. There you go. Woo ARB. New all-time high. Yeah, looking for like $1.90 to $2. It's a really, really good upside target. I wouldn't feel comfortable until a daily closes, and really that's only a 20-ish% upside from here, so not a huge upside. Not a huge gain to the target. Let's see if Bitcoin. So when you see things like this happen, usually you look around the charts because something's happening with money flow, something's happening with liquidity. Usually. God, we've dropped 17% of the frames. This whole stream. It's okay. Bitcoin probably going to follow something similar to Ethereum here. Looking for just a mild retracement. The lower time frame, as we said earlier, looking to roll over. We're saying that about Ethereum. It's true here on Bitcoin as well. Maybe something like this. This would happen sooner then. Yeah, I could see something like that. Doesn't really line up with our retracements at all. But we did have a pretty clear ascending trend line on very low time frames. We broke it. We dumped. If we get over 30.3, there could be a breakout play. It's only 1.45%. That's not huge. That's not huge. But I do like what we're seeing on low time frames. With things hitting new all-time highs, that gets pretty spicy, but this still may take time to resolve. Absolutely. Here's a link to the tweet. I will say, guys, it's Friday. It's a beautiful, beautiful day out here. Was it just me, or is this winter just ridiculous? There's something ridiculous about this winter. It was so brutal. It didn't even snow here. Usually snows. Didn't snow. It was just really miserable. It's beautiful out. It's the weekend, baby. Go enjoy it. Go enjoy it. Let's hope that price is sideways so that we can just enjoy the weekend. Grab your brews, roll up. Have a good time. Join the Discord, guys, if you're new. Please, please, please. Check out the Shorts playlist. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. Follow me on Twitter. Sign up for Fairdesk, our sponsor, along with Market Cypher B.